When the first half of Wednesday Season 2 dropped, fans were left buzzing with questions. And now that the second half has finally landed, we have answers. The last 4 episodes don't just tie up the story, they blow it wide open with shocking twists, betrayals, and a finale that sets the stage for an even darker Season 3. With Wednesday in a coma, Tyler on the run, and Slurp devouring anything in sight, the stakes couldn't have been higher when we picked up where Part 1 left off. And by the end, we were hit with revelations that could change the Addams family forever. So let's break down the ending of Wednesday Season 2, Part 2, and talk about what it all really means. Fair warning, this is packed with spoilers. The biggest question hanging over this season was Enid's premonition of death. Everything pointed to Tyler being the one responsible, but in the end, that wasn't the case. Instead, the danger came from Wednesday's own actions, specifically when she removed her hand from Rosalind Rotwood's candle, triggering a curse that demanded a life. When her mind and Enid's were accidentally switched, the clock was ticking. If they couldn't undo it, both of them would die. But what was supposed to be the end of their friendship turned into the key to survival. By finally seeing each other clearly and embracing what they meant to one another, they managed to switch back, canceling the death premonition. At least for now. But there was another vision waiting. A gravestone appeared, hinting that a member of the Addams family would die. The heart of Season 2 revolved around Isaac, better known as Slurp. His mission wasn't mindless destruction. It was about saving his sister, Francois, who had been locked away for decades as patient 1938 in Willow Hill. The reveal? She was Tyler's mother. Hydes, as we learned, don't live long lives, and Francois was nearing the end. Isaac believed he could save her by stripping her of her powers using a machine he'd been perfecting. But in a gut-punch twist, Isaac turned out to be Tyler's uncle, and his obsession with playing God was what got him killed all those years ago. Back when he was friends with Gomez and Morticia, Isaac tried to use Gomez's electrical powers to fuel his machine without telling him. Morticia tried to stop it, severing his hand in the process. The tower exploded, Gomez lost his powers, and Isaac died. Or so it seemed. The finale mirrored that tragedy when Isaac kidnapped Pugsley to repeat history, planning to drain him the same way he once tried with Gomez. But when Francois insisted Tyler shouldn't live the same cursed life she had, Isaac turned on him instead. Tyler didn't want to lose his powers, but he was overpowered, forcing the Addams family to intervene. And this is where things got personal. Enid, under a full moon, transformed into a werewolf to dig Wednesday out from under the skull tree, knowing that because she was an alpha, she'd never return to her human form. Other wolves would hunt her forever, but she still chose to save Wednesday's life, proving the strength of their bond. As the family stormed the tower, Wednesday freed Tyler, who begged her to kill him. Instead, a brutal battle erupted between Tyler and his mother in their Hyde forms. Francois, realizing she couldn't truly return to her old life, let herself fall from the tower. Once again, the past bled into the present as the machine exploded, leaving us to wonder which Addams family member might have died in the blast. When the dust cleared, the family survived. But Isaac wasn't gone. His severed hand, the one Morticia had cut off decades ago, had become Thing. And in a horrifying twist, Thing, still tethered to Isaac, turned on him, ripping out his heart. The image of Thing struggling to break free from Isaac's dead body was one of the darkest moments in the series so far. Meanwhile, Enid's sacrifice left her trapped in wolf form. Last seen on a wildlife camera near the Canadian border, she's now on the run. True to her word, Wednesday refused to abandon her friend. Instead of heading home for the holidays, she set off north, Uncle Fester tagging along, to track Enid down, no matter what form she'd find her in. Tyler survived too, but the season left him broken. With both of his parents gone, he's now an orphan. But a new path opened when Professor Capri approached him, promising to form a pack of Hydes with no master, something that could reshape everything we know about their kind. Whether this is a genuine fresh start or something darker remains to be seen. Elsewhere, Nevermore's real villain was revealed: Principal Dorr. He'd been running the Morning Song cult from the shadows, using Gideon as the face while he pulled the strings. His goal? Use Bianca's siren powers to inherit everything from Hawes' will and claim the fortune for himself. But during the gala, Agnes stole his pendant, the one thing that made him immune to sirens, and Bianca forced him to confess in front of everyone. Doctor tried to fight back, but Ajax turned him to stone and brought the chandelier crashing down, shattering him into nothing more than rubble. And just when it felt like the season was over, the final twist landed. Wednesday received her Aunt Philia's notebook from Morticia, and inside were chilling connections, bleeding eyes, visions, and a prophecy. Even worse, Aunt Philia was being kept prisoner in Hawes' basement, and scrawled on the wall was a terrifying warning: Wednesday must die. So maybe that Addams family death premonition wasn't avoided after all. Maybe it was only delayed. As for my thoughts on the season, honestly, I found Part 2 solid but not quite at the level of Season 1. Splitting the season into 2 parts hurt the pacing. It's not a show that benefits from such a long break in the middle. By the time Part 2 arrived, I had to rewatch Part 1 just to catch up. Some storylines, like Enid's potential death, felt dropped too abruptly, and the Morning Song cult, while intriguing, ended too quickly for something that was teased as such a big threat. That said, I loved seeing Enid's transformation play such a central role, and I'm excited about Wednesday's new journey to find her. The cast continues to deliver incredible performances, and even though Season 2 didn't quite match the magic of the first, it's still one of Netflix's biggest shows. With the setup we've been given, Season 3 has the potential to go even darker, and if this finale is anything to go by, it could be the most dangerous chapter yet for Wednesday Addams. So, what did you think of Season 2, Part 2? And who do you think the gravestone was pointing to? Let me know your theories down below.